today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns versus Lamar Jackson and the Miami Dolphins.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got him in, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deebo Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He'll dump this off to Akers. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that doesn't...
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Tucker now to add the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A give running right is Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On third down, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. After getting this across the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Looking downfield for Kelsey. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Akers. Gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And clipped up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That's out to the flat for Akers. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And this one is right through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it was the New England Patriots who will be moving on as they knock off the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Hurts throw taken in there by Cooks. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They go with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Callaway. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw, eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got room. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Hurts being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown run. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Browns. Brandon Cooks saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 12. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory
Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation,